The NEMO Wagontop 6-person tent offers sprawling room, a really high peak height, so virtually anyone can walk around in the tent. This tent really makes camping fun and appealing to any level of camper. So if you're just starting out, you're looking for a durable car camping tent that is going to have enough room for the whole family, this is your go-to tent. If you're an experienced camper looking to upgrade your tent to something more livable and more durable, this is a great option. The first thing that struck me about this was how easy it was to set up for such a big tent. I thought the task was going to be daunting setting this up, but because of the hubbed poles, because of those really durable poles, and because of the easy instructions that NEMO gives, it is really easy to set up if you've got 2 people. Now, the other thing that struck me was the modularity of this tent as well. As you can see, we've got this vestibule in the front, we've got it opened up, and we've got a camp chair in here. You have a really big front door that you can use in different ways. And then you also have a wall on the inside that you can either zip down for a little bit of privacy, or you can zip open. And then you've got some windows on the inside of the tent that you can roll down so you have maximum ventilation. If the clouds roll in, you can zip up those windows and you've got all the weather protection you need. As its name suggests, it's called a wagon top, and it reminds me of a Conestoga wagon. So as you go in the tent, you not only have all of that interior height, but you have it all the way across and the whole length of the tent. So the whole family can be in there and it's not gonna feel cramped at all. You can also purchase a footprint sold separately to add more durability to it. Let's take a look at the details and all of the features. The structure of every tent comes down to the poles, and with a big tent like this, the poles are incredibly important. They're very durable aluminum press fit poles. They're even pre-bent a little bit so that the first time you set it up, you don't feel like you're bending those poles too much. Now, the structure here is actually really simple to set up. You've got a series of clips here, and you've got 1 sleeve. So really, there's 3 poles to this tent. There's 2 that are actually a hubbed design, and then there's 1 pole that goes through the middle there. So I was really impressed with how simple and minimal the poles were and how big of a structure and sturdy of a structure you get with those poles. And one thing I would say is there are guy out points all along this tent, and we don't have them staked out today, but to get the best base and the best structure for this tent in the wind, I would stake out all of those guy out points. You've also got really durable materials all throughout the tent. So taking a look at this front vestibule, you've got completely waterproof material. All the seams are taped, so you're protected in the rain. As I move back, you've got that same material throughout the rest of the tent. This is a technically single wall tent, so you don't have a tent body and then a rain fly that goes over top of it. You've got all of that waterproof material throughout, and then you've got mesh windows here on the sides. These windows are going to give all the breathability that you need. So because you've just got that single panel or that single wall on the tent, it makes it easier to set up that way, and you don't have redundant materials. So even though it's such a big tent, it still packs down to be rather small for its size because you don't have all of those extra materials. Now, moving towards the back and the front of the tent, you get more ventilation because you can open that up really wide. And the doors are so big that you have so much ventilation. You've got the cross ventilation here, and it's just a really smart design. The features inside the tent abound, and I want to start with the modularity of the tent. So this front door has a couple different stages you can use. I've got it just rolled back halfway, so easy in and out if you need to zip it closed really quickly. But you can open this all the way, and it actually tucks into a pocket down towards the floor. So there are lots of little features like this that make a big difference, that make it really easy to use. And even though it's such a big tent, it's not intimidating at all to use. It's really fun. So if I walk into here, you can see this first area. You've got a partition wall here. It's really easy to unzip that and just move it to the side. But this area, you've got a lot of privacy. So I can even see this kind of a changing area if you're in a campground where you need to have a little bit more privacy here. Kind of an entrance way as well, but you can unzip that and go into the rest of the tent. We've got the partition wall rolled back so you can see the rest of the tent here. And something that I really like is the different ways to use this tent. So as you can see, we've got big mesh windows here. We've got a door back here. And all you have to do to really either get privacy or protect you from some weather is take these windows and put them up. So you can put them up on both sides. And this back door is really convenient too. So as you can see, we've got that waterproof fabric there in front of the door. We have it just rolled back kind of halfway, but you can open this up all the way too. You can roll back that side and you've got more breathability there. And then obviously that's mesh, so that whole door can open as well. Now, if you go outside of the door, you even have a little bit of an awning on either side. So even if you have a steady rain or a rain that's coming down and you need these to be open, you still have that awning back there that's going to protect you. So short of having a really windy rain, this tent is gonna still be really protective, even if you have some of these vents and some of these windows and doors open. Now, the other thing I want to touch on is just how much sprawling room you have in here. Not a lot of other tents in this category allow you to walk around in it. And there's a lot of tent styles that sort of have unusable corners because of the way that they're shaped. As you can see, I'm in the corner of the tent and I have all the room that I need. So you can really get up to 6 campers in here, but I can see this being a great tent for a smaller number of people that really just want to spread out. With all of the features that you get here, you've got the modular design, you've got the different ways you can use the windows and the doors, the fact that you can roll back this vestibule, and the fact that the tent is so easy to set up with those big burly poles and the clip design. You've got a really user-friendly tent that the whole family is gonna love. It's the Wagontop 6-person tent by NEMO. Thanks for watching. If you have additional questions about the gear you just saw, please feel free to visit backcountryedge.com and get in touch with me or one of our other gear specialists. We also have technical specs about that gear on the product pages of our website, and oftentimes we have bonus videos. If you like our channel, please subscribe.